In the meantime, we're going to turn to this big story. The U.S. Army Corps of Engineers is delaying approval of the final section of the Dakota Access Pipeline. This comes after protesters gathered for months trying to block construction of the pipeline under the Missouri River, potentially threatening water supplies and sacred grounds, they say. William Martinez is live near Cannonball, North Dakota with more. William?
Well, I'll tell you this, Jenna. Last night, the Corps of Engineers did put the brakes on this huge infrastructure project, and yet just moments ago, the pipeline company went into federal court to attempt to reverse that decision. Now, there are some protests happening around the country. We have some video from one earlier today in Arizona, but I will tell you this is a huge win for environmentalists who generally oppose any project that makes oil more affordable or available, and of course, Native Americans who feel they've been neglected by the federal government. Now, yesterday, protesters did close the state capitol here in Bismarck.
It's sad to see us clashing over this issue, because this issue, though there is a lot of money at stake, is actually about the future and the health of our country and all of our people, not just Native Americans.
Now, in the last 2 weeks, 450 have been arrested, only 35 from North Dakota. Most are from California. Now, here's what has stunned critics and why they feel there's been political interference. Number one, the pipeline is almost done because the company already met hundreds of state and federal permits. Secondly, the oil is already being pumped, it's being carried by trucks and trains. Thirdly, the company, or rather the Corps of Engineers rather, said that all the legal requirements have been met and 2 federal judges agreed, and yet yesterday the Corps turned down the easement request under the Missouri River because, and I'm going to quote here, the Army is mindful of the history of the Great Sioux Nation's repeated dispossessions. This history compels great caution and respect in considering the concerns raised by the tribe. Now, those dispossessions refer to a dam built in the 60s and an 1851 land treaty. It concerns water quality, as you mentioned. Now, the Corps has tried to meet with the tribe 12 times. Each time they refused until, apparently, now.
Clearly, the administration is holding this up. And again, that's why I make 2 points. This can be done safely and well, and we need energy infrastructure to move energy from where it's produced to where it's consumed.
So the question now is, will these protesters go home for the winter and wait or stay? Back to you.
We'll see. William, thank you. We'll be right back.